As a child, I was always rearranging my bedroom, and even my parents would go to my brother's soccer game and I would rearrange the whole living room and redecorate all the shelves, and my parents just kind of gave me free rein and would come back home and be like, oh my God, this is awesome. So I always enjoyed doing it, and it's kind of how my brain worked. So I was really lucky to fall into interior design naturally. What I love most about interior design is residential design, and I love that we can create a space that families spend all their time in. They're going to open up their Christmas presents on Christmas and have family dinners, and it's just so personal, and you really get to know the families and pick out pieces that might be dog friendly or kid friendly when they spill things, and because life happens and you want to love your furniture pieces and love your fabrics. And one of the great things about SBI is that they can treat the fabrics, and then we can upholster the pieces, and they can love the fabrics for years to come without having to worry about their pieces getting destroyed by their puppies that we love so dearly. So interior design is actually like wildly multifaceted. We start with a large picture of what the client's needs are, what their wants are, and then working that into a space. But then it gets down to the granular detail of making sure that all of the finishes between the hard finishes and the soft goods are complementary to one another. And then you have to order everything. And you may be ordering hundreds of items for one project, and they're from hundreds of different vendors, and you have to make sure they all get to the correct receiving dock and make sure everything's in the correct finish. And sometimes accidents happen when you're dealing with hundreds of different materials, and you got to be on top of it and check the orders and run the timelines constantly. And it's kind of like a mad dash to get everything to the receiving dock and then get it installed for the client. And it's hectic and chaotic, and it's like the most fun thing that you could ever do is an install day. So yeah, so we work directly with all of our subs, with our install team, to make sure everything goes seamlessly. Like, we've got a drapery installer, we have an art installer, we have our rug guys. I mean, it's just so many different people, so many different relationships that you get to make and bonds you get to forge. And it makes the install days so much more fun too, because you really become friends with everyone that you work with. And the organized chaos is so much more fun when you get to do it with people that you enjoy being around. You have to become close with the client and understand how they live in their home. And it's funny because there's so many different personalities for clients too. So it keeps us on our toes. It's a fun part of the job, for sure. For sure, dogs. I mean, their clients they run the gambit, you know, because everyone is just so different. So dogs, cats. I had a client in the past who had me design a cat room, and like different things along the wall where the cat can jump around. So it really depends, yeah. For most of the furniture we purchase for our clients, it normally takes about 4 to 5 months to get in and then install. And so they're made by incredible craftsmen, normally in North Carolina, if it's made in the US, and we send the fabric to them and they upholster the pieces and then send it back to us. So everything's made and cared for with a lot of love, and hopes it'll last many years for the family to come. People find us word of mouth, and then also Instagram. Instagram is a great tool. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We have one client in Chicago that I'm working on her project right now, and she found us on Instagram, and then another that's in Denmark. So super cool. We do a lot of renderings for clients for their designs also, and that helps illustrate what the room will eventually look like. And I think that's really vital. If they wait 5-6 months, the room can really transform. Fabric finishing is vital. You can have a beautiful fabric and it might not be very durable, and a few months in of a family enjoying that fabric, it could look horrible and need to be replaced again. So for instance, we used an SBI finishing where they coated it, like dipped the fabric completely in this special finish that's supposed to help the durability. And it's a beautiful pierre frais fabric that will be on a mudroom bench. So we couldn't have it be unprotected. And the ideal thing about SBI there too is there are spray finishes that you can put on the fabric, but really you have to do those like every few months or at least once a year to really keep the durability up. But with the finish where you can dip the fabric in it, it makes it so much more durable, and then you don't have to worry about it. We also work with Schumacher a lot, and they would send all of their fabrics to SBI. We just didn't realize it. And so we've been loving SBI products for a long time. We just didn't realize that it was them. So